Okay, come on, go right now. Hey everyone, I'm just gonna be waiting for people to come in. I just got settled in. I just came back home and decided to go live with you guys. It's like 100 degrees over here today. It's really, really hot. That's why I feel like I'm really, really sweaty. Hi, Erica. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Mindy, Sierra. Thank you guys for coming. So today's video is it's just going to be like a relaxed live reading. So basically, I'm just going to pick people from the chat, and I'm not going to be able to get to everybody, but whoever my spirit guides me to, I will do just a quick reading for you guys for a little bit, and then I'll show you guys some of the new items in my store, and then we'll just kind of chat and talk about the full moon that we're having tomorrow and all of that. So hi, Jason, Dulce, Nancy, Luz. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday. Hi, Ray, Sadiqua. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. Hi, Rosie. Hi, everyone. Your wall tapestry is really cool. I really like it too. Do you guys see? Like, it's like consciousness. It's so symbolic. I love it. Are you doing any free reading or only paid? If you guys want to purchase a reading from me, go ahead to my Etsy store. Otherwise, I'm just doing free readings here today. And then every single Friday on my channel, I have a free reading. I actually uploaded one this morning. Did you guys catch that? It was messages from the universe. So I want to incorporate this reading with the full moon that we're having tomorrow. So this full moon is all about releasing, but in a very, very calm way. Like, even if you have to revisit past stuff, it's bringing it back in a way for you to deal with it very calmly. So that's kind of what the energy is, and that's what we're going to be doing the readings on. So how do I word it? It would be what you need to let go of, what you need to focus on releasing this full moon between today and tomorrow, and even within the next week. So I'm just going to pick a person. If you guys are interested in the reading, then just type the word moon, and I will pick one person and I will do a quick reading. Hi, Daniela. Okay, so this reading is, oh my Lord, it's going crazy. I have my boyfriend in the back. Maybe he can help me. You pick a person. So he's going to pick for me. It's going too fast for me.
Rosie Rose.
Rosie Rose. Okay, so this reading is going to be for Rosie Rose. We're going to see what you need to let go of.
Okay, it'll be like start with the moon, and then the next round will be the moon.
Okay, that's it for the word moon. The next reading, I'll pick a different word. So this reading is going to be for Rosie. But if you're here and you hear the reading, that means that the messages in this reading was meant for you too somehow. It will resonate. That's why you're here. So listen up. So, okay, Rosie, this reading is for you. What you're going to be releasing, what you're going to be purging out this full moon. Yeah, let's see what's going on. So 3 things came up for you. 3 things you're going to be releasing. The first one is surrender your fear of intimacy. This is really interesting, and it goes very, very deep. So the message here is that you're ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So this automatically makes me think of the heart chakra. So this coming full moon, and maybe even the next week, it's going to be your heart chakra really, really opening up, and it's really going to allow you to embrace the love in your life that you have already. You're going to be seeing it in a different perspective, and also invite new love. Like, you're going to be releasing those blocks and barriers and fears that you had to invite love in. Now it's like you're ready, you're excited, and you know what you deserve. With this coming full moon, it's like you're realizing more and more of what you deserve when it comes to love and relationships. So that's a really big one. And then the next card that came up is surrender to prayer. So here it says, give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will always be heard throughout the universe. So there's very like esoteric symbolism behind that line right there, and we'll get into it. And answers and support arrives after you pray from your heart. So it says when you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe. This has a lot to do with the law of attraction, because the law of attraction says a like attracts like. So an emotion is the most powerful way that you can attract something. So with a negative emotion, you're going to attract negative. With the positive emotion, you're going to attract positive. So this is saying that work from a space where you're positive, because that's what you're going to be inviting into your life. And then the last card is surrender the drama. So no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. So like I said, this has so much to do with this upcoming full moon in Pisces tomorrow. It's like certain situations from the past may come up, or certain just emotions, triggers, whatever may come up, but it's like this time you're able to see it from a different perspective. You're able to see it in a new light. You're able to see it from a place of confidence and willpower within yourself. It's a very different way that you're revisiting the past. So that's what's kind of going on with you, Rosie. Okay, there's so many.
I've got a new system.
Okay, so my boyfriend has a new system to pick a.
No, not a. Include everyone, basically.
To include everyone?
Yeah. So there'll be 3 systems right here. First is going to be the Shiva, which is card 1. Hanuman, card 2, and then the last one, card 3, will be three.
Okay.
Couples. So,
I like this idea. Okay,
yeah,
so he.
People basically.
Okay, so basically it's like a pick a card reading. Tell me if you guys are interested. I think you guys will like this idea better. So it's like a pick a card reading where you're going to pick a deity. Okay, and then whichever deity you pick, we're going to read from there. So first I want everybody to agree on the topic. The topic is going to be what is going to be released, what is going to be like dissolving away from your life this full moon. And then you're going to pick Shiva. So if you pick Shiva, then just comment Shiva, or, just remember that when we're doing the reading.
Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Just remember it in your own head. That way you know the first reading's yours, the second reading.
Yeah. So number 1 will be Shiva. So you can remember Shiva is number 1. If you guys are more drawn to this energy, this statue, this deity, then pick Shiva. And then next we're going to pick Hanuman. Now this is the protective deity. He is the Indian god in Hindu mythology, and he's a very protective energy, very masculine and loyal energy. So if you guys want to go ahead and pick this one, pick this one. You can look at it. And this is number 2. And then the last one, this is Lakshmi and Vishnu. So Vishnu is like the god of the sea, and it's a lot to do with the water element. So if you're more drawn to that kind of energy, if you're more drawn to this statue, then pick this one, number 3. So go ahead and pick number 1, Shiva, number 2, Hanuman, or number 3, Lakshmi and Shiva. So go ahead and take your pick, and then let me draw the cards.
You don't have to.
I see a lot of nice choices. Okay, so we're going to start with Shiva, our number 1 first. Okay, what are you about to release? What is coming out of your life? What is going out with this full moon? And why were you so drawn to Shiva energy? We'll get into that. This card popped up really quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and read a little, or pull a few more cards out, depending on how many want to jump out. So there's plenty that want to jump out. Yeah, this reading is going to go in a little bit of detail. All right, so grab your drinks. I have a glass of wine. I know every time you guys come live with me, I always have a glass of wine in my hand. I'm not an alcoholic. It's just it's Friday, and it's just that time where you just ready to end the day positively, and this is how I would end the day in the most positive way. So grab your coffee, your wine.
I feel like after these 3 readings, you're going to do a special love reading. I love reading this reading.
And your boyfriend can join you in the live, Erica says.
Yeah.
I also have some soda here. Sorry, I'm about to get into it. Let me just hydrate. All right. The first thing that is about to dissolve from your life, and I feel like you guys can feel it. If you guys pick the Shiva energy, you guys can feel with this full moon the change and shift in your thoughts. It's kind of like this confusion arises too, where you don't even understand what the heck is going on in your mind. It's like chaos and you feel lost and you just feel confused. And that's kind of what's going on. And this is because the card that you got says surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help you bring clarity or even solve the problem. So this message goes a lot deeper than just obsessive thinking. The reason that the thinking is so chaotic and obsessive is because anxieties and fears and guilt come up. And it seems like this time of the way the planets are aligned, you're able to tell when you are obsessively thinking about something and when it's not serving you. You are able to see the difference now, and you catch yourself. Sometimes if your thoughts start spiraling, especially lately, you will catch yourself. And that's what the universe is kind of giving you signs that this way of thinking, this pattern of thinking, when a negative thought comes in your mind and then you can't really control it, that pattern is kind of releasing. You're releasing that because now you're able to see your thoughts in a more aware way. The next card that comes up is surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. So this is another thing that comes up right now is you're kind of wanting to feel more beautiful and feel more attractive. Like you kind of been maybe drawn to certain colors to wear, certain jewelry to wear, certain ways to dress yourself, certain ways to do your hair, certain ways to do your makeup, whatever the case may be. But it has to do with like either your looks, your outer body, something along that sort. Maybe you want to get a piercing, maybe you want to get a haircut, but something like that. It's like this change that wants to come within you, and you've kind of been wanting to do it for a while maybe, and now's the time where you just really want to go for it. You just don't even want to think, and you want to go and do it. So the moon energy is saying that it's a really great time for change and transformation if you want to change something about your looks, like a haircut or something. The next thing, this is very, very important, and this is very, very big. So hold on, we'll get right into this. So this card is surrender resentments. It says holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. So it seems like around this time, you may be having memories or flashbacks of like things that have happened in your past. And it makes you angry when those memories or flashbacks come up again. And you probably even wonder, like, why do these things come back up in my mind? And it's because sometimes if we don't heal from a situation or deal with the situation completely, it'll keep coming back up. The universe will keep sending it to us in order for us to deal with it and heal and move forward, because otherwise we really can't move forward. And so the universe is kind of telling you that right now is a period of you not only releasing all of this obsessive thinking and all of this blocks from you showing who you truly are, but you're also just releasing a lot of resentment and anger and like, what do I call it? Or what would you say? Like when you're really, really mad, aggression, grudge and aggression. Like all of this stuff is being released from you. And here's the thing, this time around, it's like you don't give a shit if you get the apology or not. You heal automatically. It's like you don't need the apology because you yourself know that it's healing, or it's healed, or it's on its way out, or you don't need it anymore. You don't need the memory of it. You don't need, the thoughts of it. It's healed. It's done. Whether you get the apology or not, you don't care. It's kind of like that kind of energy. And then, so that's really funny that we talked about healing. So the next card that comes up is surrender to complete healing. So okay, I have like a lot of thoughts that I want to get out. So you know how when a seed cracks open, right, to bloom, in order for a seed to bloom and sprout, it needs to crack open. And that's kind of what's been going on. Okay, so if you guys are my Patreon members, every single week, I have a weekly forecast that goes up every single Monday. If you're on Patreon, then we do that over there. Every single week, we get into the details of what the week is going to look like. So there I did a reading for next week, and it's all about this. It's all about healing and letting things go and letting it go in a very specific way. So this just really reminded me of that reading. But the message here is open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So this is a very, very strong message that don't go towards the people or places or things that lower your vibration, especially in this week. And you'll also just find yourself automatically just not gravitating towards those things. If it's toxic, if it doesn't make you feel good, you will not want to be near it. You won't want to associate with it or nothing. And you'll kind of get more clarity on the things, the emotions that do make you feel good. And this is a lot to do with your healing, because once you heal so many things, your perspective and your lifestyle even kind of changes, because you're making adjustments, you're healing the old, like there's certain things you don't want anymore. It's like a new fresh, like a rebirth, a new start. And that comes to the last card in your reading for everybody that picked the Shiva. It says surrender to receiving support and love. So the way that your reading ended was actually really, really beautiful. It says allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So because of this healing process, because you're surrendering so much resentments and obsessive, chaotic thinking, and healing is occurring, it's like you're making room to allow the love back in. Like all this fears and guilt and walls you may have had up, now you're just letting the love back in, and you're not scared. It's a very transformative thing, like transformative energy that is really coming with this full moon for you guys. And then the fact that you were drawn to Shiva energy, Shiva is known as the creator and the destroyer. He is like the king of knowledge. He has knowledge from every single world and every single dimension. He's very, very powerful, and he removes a lot of obstacles. He removes obstacles, and he's very, very protective and masculine, and very majestic. And Shiva has always and will always follow his own path. So I feel like that's kind of why you were drawn to him. And then the energy of this week for you, it's like just following your own path. Your own healing is occurring. You're figuring yourself out more and more. So that's kind of what's going on this week for you. Today is my birthday on the harvest moon. I would love a reading. Okay, Kelly, just remind me after this reading. I'll do a little reading for you. Okay, so this is going to be for Hanuman. Now, this is a deity of masculinity and protection and like insane loyalty. Hanuman is like one of the most loyal energies ever, and he's just very protective. And I love working with him and his energy for protection and just to clear and open roads. So let's see, for everybody that picked the Hanuman energy. Oh, so I do want to share with you guys, we do have the Hanuman cleansing spray available in our store right now. So this is charged with his mantra over 108 times. And then it has his favorite oils and herbs and flowers and all that stuff in it. And it's just to call upon his energy whenever you need courage, strength, willpower, protection. So keep those words in mind for the reading. It has a lot to do with the reading. It's courage, strength, protection, good energy. So what's releasing for you this week? What is What is dissolving from your life? What is leaving? What are you healing from? All right. Should I pick one more card? Let's see if another card comes through. No. It's short and sweet for you guys. So let's see. Oh, okay. I understand why. Okay. So the first card that comes up is surrender your ego. So this card is saying cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Now, this card goes really deep too. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. When I do these readings for you guys, like no matter who I'm doing the reading for, I always feel like there's some kind of message in it for me too. So I feel like this is a huge message for me in regards to a lot of stuff that you've learned in your past, from your childhood, from heartbreaks, from school, society, social media, whatever the case may be. But it kind of creates this perception in your mind of what things need to be like, what life should be like, what path you should take, what your relationships should look like, how you should act, all that stuff. It's like you have this perception of each of these things, and you have to hold yourself up to a standard or follow these rules or traditions or whatever it may be. And now you're realizing that, hold on, like these things are not right for me. These things, these beliefs, these ways of living, lifestyles, whatever, they're not aligned with me. Like, I know I've been taught all of this growing up, and that's one of the main reasons that we have such a hard time breaking away from it, is because it's been something that's taught to you for so long. Or maybe you had a heartbreak and you developed this like behavior pattern or this emotional defense strategy to protect yourself. Whatever it is, it's like you're so accustomed to it and so used to it, and now you have to break out of it. But the process of breaking out of it, you can feel it. And so that's what the universe is trying to tell you, is like, just keep going. Because like the same thing with the first reading, I gave this example, is when a seed sprouts, that seed has to crack open. And so this is kind of what's going on with you too. It's like you're sprouting, but you don't know that you're sprouting. All you know is that you're just being cracked open. So just understand that there's bigger things into play, and that just trust the process and keep moving forward. It may be hard sometimes to, because it's like a split path. Like when you want to go the other way, but then you've been taught to go this way, and you're just kind of stuck. And like, what do I do? There's fear of going on your own path, and there's guilt of going on your own path. And then, but in your heart, you want to go on the other path. So, or you don't want to go on the other path. So that's kind of what the message is right now, is now you're starting to realize what it is you want and what it is you don't want, and what it is you want to keep in your life, and what it is like you just ready to toss it out. And the next message that comes is surrender to silence. So this is like a yin and yang type of energy. So let me fix my feet. Oh, my feet are getting numb. So this is like yin and yang type of energy, both of the last cards that came up for you. So first one is surrender to silence. And this is really funny that it goes with the Pisces full moon that we're having tomorrow. It's all about calm and kind of relaxing your energy and letting yourself take a breather and a break. And this is what the universe is like telling you, that you're aligned with the universe, and you're aligned with the moon and the energies right now. And so it's not like you need to take a break. I feel like you're about to take a break. You're going to take a break this week, this coming full moon. It's like you're just going to relax a little bit and take a breather. And the message of this card is, in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal you and replenish you. So oftentimes, like when you're not able to quiet your mind, and this is me like 100% of all the time, if you cannot quiet your mind, you will not find peace. If you cannot quiet your mind, it's very, very difficult and hard for you to make a decision. It's just chatter after chatter, and it's very hard for you to move forward with anything. So the universe is really, really asking you to kind of work with the universe. I feel like you're already feeling these energies of your mind finally calming down. But it's still, you're so used to all that chatter that it's like, it's crazy. It's chaos inside your brain right now. And the universe is kind of saying, it's okay. Again, just trust the process, because this is all has to do with the healing that's occurring right now, the transformation within your spiritual growth that is coming right now. And it's this period of silence that you'll get. And with this silence, you'll be able to clear up so much mental fog. You'll be able to move forward more clear. And so that's a really, really good sign. And then the card that comes last is Surrender to Play. This is a really cute card. And the message is very, very playful and like delight. Like the words that come to mind is like delight, joy, happiness. Yeah, like warm. So the message here is to take a break from overthinking a goal and do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So again, it's like not just silence, not just quiet your mind, but also find a way to feed your mind fun. Like never ever underestimate the power of fun. Just try to do things around this time of the full moon and within the next week even to increase your vibration, which means to surround yourself with things that are fun for you. And I feel like that's going to raise your vibration so much. It's going to help heal so many things. It's just going to open up any loose and stagnant energies. So don't underestimate that power that fun has. It opens doors, and it heals so much. So allow yourself to play. Like, what do you love to do? Go do it. The weekend is coming. It's going to be a full moon. It's the perfect time to create a different shift and a different momentum in your life. If whatever you want to attract, work on your vision board, go to the park, go to the lake, go to the beach. If you can plan a trip, go away for the weekend, like do something fun for yourself where you can allow your mind to just lose track of time for a little bit. So that was a reading for everybody that picked the Hanuman energy or number 2. I want to read some of the comments. Offshore Jessica bought bay leaves yesterday. Oh, wow. Savannah Ghost Research Society. I am super interested. What do you do? That just sounds really interesting. You just found my channel this week. So stoked about it. I'm so glad that you came to my channel. Katrina, you watched a few different people and love my channel. Thank you so much. You're trying to change your life to be more positive. I feel like that moment that you make the decision that you are going to change your life, that's a powerful first step that not a lot of people get credit for. So good job. Offshore or Jessica, you can actually buy this on Amazon. It's not expensive at all. How did you know you have abilities? Beautiful 1024. I don't consider this abilities. I feel like everybody has within them gifts and talents. Everybody has intuition. Everybody has a connection to their source, universe, God, your higher self, whatever that may be. It's just some people can tap into it more than others, because there's some people that maybe you've gone all your life being taught that, like, something else where you're not able to connect openly with God or whatever you believe in, because I don't know, like there's different stories. There's different people with different stories and different people with different energies. And some people can connect with their spirit more. But I feel like every single person can connect with your spirit, your source, your God. Angie, I have your tiger's eye bracelet and purchased your reading. I think I sent you your reading within the past few days. I hope you received it. I finally got to your reading. Burning bay leaves tonight. Tonight is a very, very good day to burn bay leaves. So, okay, so if you guys are part of my Patreon, on there, I release a lot of more like intimate and private details about how I do my rituals and like with photos and ingredients that I use and like little tips and tricks here and there. So if you guys join me on Patreon, then I share more over there. Like tonight, I will be doing something for the full moon, definitely. And I will probably be taking a photo of it or even like writing down everything that I'm doing, something over there. But tonight is a very, very good day to do anything, any kind of work, any kind of rituals, because it's not completely the full moon, but it is the full moon. So it's a really good day to attract or release. I have been drinking bay leaf tea and I was able to see things so much clearer than usual. I love my gift. Bay leaf really enhances psychic abilities and enhances your intuition. Bay leaf tea is really good, like especially if you drink bay leaf tea at nighttime. It's really relaxing and calming. I love your channel. I also have a doubt that full moon today in California or tomorrow. For California, it's tomorrow morning. The full moon will be full tomorrow morning. Hi, Christina. Yeah. My boyfriend is like, make sure you get back to the third reading. I didn't forget. I just got distracted with the comment section. Okay, so for everybody that picked Lakshmi and Vishnu, we're going to go ahead and do your reading now, or number 3. So what energies are we releasing? What is going away this week, this full moon? Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. See, on my live streams, I get super intimate. Now on Patreon, we get even more intimate. So go join me over there. Angie, you're reading later after you cleanse and get in the zone. Your reading went well. Really good energy. All right, so what messages do we have for group number 3? Everybody that picked Vishnu and Lakshmi energy. What's releasing? What's going on? Hi, Brooklyn. I've been seeing butterflies so much, and then you pop up and you have butterflies. That's so crazy. Not only that, but this is a week of transformation, and Monday's weekly forecast video that's going up, the thumbnail has a butterfly in it. So I don't know. That's crazy. Okay. So let's get started with everybody that picked group number 3 or Hanuman. The energy of this reading is very beautiful, like very loving and compassionate and gentle. So let's get started. All right. There's a lot of messages in this reading that I already can see for myself. So let's get into it. I'm excited. The first thing is surrender to sleep and rest. So the message here is to prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. So if you guys saw my post that I did right before I came live, I was actually at a park. I went to the park with my boyfriend. We took a few books and we took some water and we just kind of laid there, and we didn't even end up reading the books, but we just laid there, and it was really, really nice to finally be able to sit and do nothing. Like, it's very hard for us. Both of us, we work all the time. From the moment we wake up to when we go to sleep, we are just working. And it's hard for us to take breaks because we love what we do, but at the same time, we need to take breaks. And so we realized that today. We went to the park and it was really, really nice. So I feel like this is Like that's the energy that is coming in for you guys too. And you can feel it. Maybe you've noticed yourself wanting to just go away for a little bit. If that's to the park, if that's even to sit in your car for like an hour, just to get away from your normal environment, your normal routine, and just get some fresh air, like be around nature or water or something to connect with earth energy. Like right now is a time where you're getting that urge to go. You want to go. And for a lot of us, it's like it's hard for us to get up and go. Like there's a lot of obligations we have, responsibilities, work, kids, whatever the case may be. But if you can make time to go somewhere and just connect a little bit with the earth, even if it's for a walk around your block, like just something where you're able to smell fresh air and be in fresh air. And I feel like it's gonna happen. Like you're just automatically gonna find yourself just at a place where your mind is at ease. And another message is that for a long time, maybe for the past few weeks or even months, even years, it seems like you've been on overdrive. Like you've just been working, and now it's like it's catching up to you, and you need to take a break. You're not the type that can take a break, and that actually comes with the first reading that we did. It's like I feel like this pertains to you too. Is you feel guilty for taking a break. Like you've been taught or you have instilled within yourself even to just work. And so now you've created this lifestyle and habit, like a pattern of just working. And so for you to break out of it, you're just like, what the heck? Like, I know this needs to happen, but how do I do it? And even if you do it, you feel guilty or you feel afraid. So that's kind of what actually comes to the next card. Looking at this, it's very synchronistic. So with the next card comes to surrender your desire to control people. It says being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So this is not only talking about like sometimes we want to control a situation or outcome so badly because we're so afraid that if it doesn't go the way we want it to or the way we need it to, then we're going to be unhappy or miserable, or we're going to miss out on something. Like we're just afraid if something doesn't go in our favor, and that's where worry and stress and anxiety comes in. And so that's why the universe is asking us like, hey, stop, hold on, you got to calm these thoughts. And the best way to calm your thoughts is to rest and rejuvenate and take yourself away from your environment for a little bit, somewhere new. Even if you're spending too much time in your bedroom, spend more time in your kitchen, spend more time in your living room, walk into your backyard or front yard and spend a little bit more time there. Just a shift in your visual environment can do so much. And it will help you release this need for control that you have. Like, and a lot of times it's not even your fault that you feel like you want to control any situation. It's just that you're afraid that if it doesn't go your way, then all hell might break loose or you might miss out on something. Like I said, you're just afraid. So it's very important for you to calm those thoughts, because in reality, those are very anxiety-driven thoughts, fear-driven thoughts. And I feel like with this new moon energy, with this, even within the next week, like that's what you're realizing. Now you're able to see like, hold on, I know I'm thinking this way right now, but it's not making me feel good. So that means that this is either anxiety or fear driven. And so you catch yourself and you're able to kind of, it's a slow process, I feel like, but you're able to move forward in a way where you understand what you want and what you don't want, which comes to the next card, which is surrender to prayer. So it says, give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe and answers and support will arrive. So we did get this card in a previous reading, and I feel like it's a huge message then. It's like double the energy. It's very strong energy. This line right here, it says, when you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe. I feel like that I'm not a huge like believer in prayer. I believe what this line, how it resonates to my reading is when you work from your heart, which means when you can feel something, you will attract that feeling. So for a lot of us who get super insecure or paranoid or anxious or fearful or doubtful, or we believe there's not enough money in the world or something like that. Like that emotion, if it's strong enough, it creates a vibration, and that you just attract that or more experiences that surround that emotion. So it's very, so what this card is saying is to really work with your emotions in a way where you know your emotions are favoring you. So yeah, so it goes to this, all these readings are very, very tied together where, and then also like the fact that you picked the Lakshmi Vishnu, this is very water element, very flow element, and Vishnu is a very calm deity. His energy is very calm but very strong. So he will not get angry, but he'll get his point across. Kind of like that kind of an energy. And he's very loyal and faithful to his partner, and it's a very harmonious, balanced relationship. Now, if you're not in a relationship, or whether you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, this reading kind of is more to do with your own physical or your own spiritual growth. So it just means a balance of your feminine and masculine energies that are coming together as one, and that's really good. Now, before we get to the next card, let me take a little breather. I don't know how to block people. Does anybody in here know how to like block someone? I think we have a troll.
You just click on his name and block it. Can you just do it?
Which one is it? I haven't even looked at the.
Kept asking me to give me power, but you didn't.
Okay, I can't find that person. But okay. So the next two cards that come up, the first one is surrender your addictions. So this card says whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So this week, it's like you find yourself looking towards new things and like new ways to help yourself, if that makes sense. Like sometimes this is not just addictions to like substances and alcohol and stuff like that. It's also we can get addicted to feelings and emotions. We can get addicted to our comfort zone. And it feels like this week you're kind of coming out of it. And not even just that, but you want to come out of it. Like you're done with it. You're tired of it. Now you want something new. You want to experience new things. Like you feel yourself getting motivated to do more. And so that's a huge message of this card, is because when you are able to allow yourself to do more, when you're able to take yourself out of your comfort zone, it's like you're taking off a mask and you're able to like allow yourself to be yourself, be more of yourself, explore more of yourself. So that's kind of what's going on this week. It's like you uncovering so much more about yourself. You are surrendering to a bunch of things that you used to do, that you used to use and do to cope, but now you don't. Like say if you, when you would get super anxious or stressed out, you would just go and straight sleep, right? Like it could be anything that you use to like calm down your anxiety. That's what you are kind of surrendering this week. Now the next card that we have is surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. The message here is let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. So another energy that is really, and I feel like we can feel this too, is a lot of stories you've created about yourself, a lot of belief systems that you've created about yourself from your past. These things are resolving and these things are dissolving, and now you're able to kind of see clearly what beliefs you've created within yourself that were not healthy for you, and now you're able to want to change that. So it's like a new season. It's like a very transformative energy, like a rebirth type of an energy. And that concludes your reading. So it's very like a gentle transformation energy that is coming through for you for this week and for this full moon. So that was your reading for everybody that picked group number 3, or the Lakshmi and Vishnu reading. Now let's see what's going on in the comment section.
Stop.
All right. So I just blocked someone. Okay, so thank you for the readings. You're so welcome. Hi, Faiza, Lauren. Thanks for the readings. You're welcome. Hi, Maria from the Philippines. You're so welcome for the reading. If you guys want more readings, make sure you join Patreon. Now, I want to do Kelly's reading. Is Kelly still in the chat? Because I know her birthday is either coming up or today. So I want to go ahead and do Kelly's reading. Kelly, are you here? It doesn't look like Kelly's here anymore. I am using 55 times 5 technique. Complete 3 days. At some sentence, I make spell mistake and lots of thoughts in my writing.
She's here. She's right there.
Okay, Kelly, I'm going to go ahead and do your reading. So this is going to be a personal reading for you, a quick one. And we're going to talk about what you are releasing. So this reading is for Kelly Webster. Happy birthday, Kelly. And let's see, what are you releasing? Oh, okay. Now, tell me if this resonates, okay? So this card that popped up is Surrender Stress. This card's message is take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Okay, so it seems like the energy right now is the only example I can give. I feel like this is such a universal energy. I feel like this is going on with so many people, and even you, like you can feel it right now, is stress. And not just stress, but you have these little periods of release, and then you get stressed again. Then you have little periods where you feel like you're doing good, and then you get stressed again. It's kind of like if you've gotten a tattoo, right? When the tattoo artist is tattooing you, it hurts like shit. And then when he picks up that needle, that is the best feeling in the world. So I feel like that's what's kind of going on with you, is like it's this period of stress when you know, like the universe is tattooing you, and then it releases. And you're like, oh my God, it feels so good. And then it's stress, like kind of like that. So Kelly, I feel like that's what's been going on with you. And now it's a time where you're finally able to actually have more of those relief moments, more of those feelings of like, oh, yes, versus stress. Like the stressful moments are decreasing, and it's because of the growth that you've seen in your spiritual journey. It's like you have opened yourself up. You've really opened up a lot of your chakras, especially your heart chakra. I feel like there's a lot of things that have happened to you that you've really been working on, like really, really hard to release and heal. So because of this release, it's like a lot of things that maybe even used to irritate you don't even irritate you anymore. Actually, I want to pull one more card and kind of get a little bit more clarity on that. And again, like if you guys are watching this, then you may have this reading may pertain to you. Like it may resonate with you too, the messages. So let me pull one more card. Really? In the live stream? So my boyfriend had a request. What do you guys think? Let me know. He wants me to do a reading for him live. I don't know if that's safe. Should I? What do you guys think? Wow, Kelly. It seems like there was a lot of things. Like, do you see this card? This is such a beautiful card. Okay, it says clinging to the past and the number 5. The number 5 is the number of transformation. So the energy right now in your life is of transformation. I feel like the first steps of the transformation have started and you can feel it. But know that there's change coming. But there's very good sacral chakra energy change, which means creative change, inspired change, like change of like where you have this epiphany where you're just like, I want my life to be like that. And then as soon as you head towards that, as soon as you start to try to manifest that, it's like everything just starts flowing in your favor. That's the kind of energy you have. And it's because there's a lot going on in your life right now that is allowing you to heal the past. It feels like there was a lot of grudges you may have been holding, resentments you may have been holding, that now you're finally able to release. And because you're releasing it, you're releasing so many things that used to stress you out. Like sometimes when we hold on to an emotion or a grudge or resentment or whatever, fear, anger, insecurity, whatever it is, you hold on to it, it kind of manifests inside your body in this way where little dumb things that never even would get to you before will start to get to you. And it's because you don't deal with one thing and you kind of let it build and build and build. And so little tiny little stupid things is just going to start to get to you. And it feels like now you're noticing yourself like, hold on, like this would really piss me off before, or this would really get to me before. And now I'm just like, I truly, really don't care. And it's a huge energy that's going on with you right now. So it's a lot of healing and transformation, but definitely transformation in your favor. And if you can, Kelly, if you can get things to work with your sacral chakra, the crystal carnelian, you can also surround yourself with a little bit more orange and red colors. Yeah, like work a little bit more with your sacral chakra and it will really, really help. Okay. Let's see. There's so many new people. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Jack. Jennifer, Mo. Hi, you guys. I want to start getting crystals. Crystals help so much. You have carnelian. Okay, perfect. Keep it around you. Keep the carnelian crystal around you. Work with it. Like charge it under the full moon. What I would do is, because I'm not about to wake up like super early tomorrow, so I think I will leave it out tonight. And so just have the moon energy touch it. Oh, my boyfriend will be up, so I think he can watch it. Beautiful mistake. Hi. Hi, Shannon. Gabriella, I have an amethyst on my forehead right now. Oh my gosh. So I actually have a video coming up for you guys, and it's going to be how to heal a headache with crystals, how you use it, and it actually really helps. It really, really works. And because I was dealing with headaches a lot, like they were really, really bad, like not even Motrin or ibuprofen, Tylenol, nothing of that sort would help. Even I tried like peppermint oil, camphor oil, like nothing would heal my headaches. And then I started working with the crystals and it really helped calm my headaches down. Knock on wood. Kelly, I'm so happy that you resonate with it. I hope you have such a beautiful birthday. And I hope you do something fun for yourself. Really tap into the energy of the full moon because your birthday is like so close to the full moon. Really take advantage of it. Alicia says you love rose quartz. Rose quartz is very healing. It's a very, very healing crystal and very calm and like gentle energy. Migraine. You have severe migraines. Yeah, I used to get the migraines too, like where your vision would become super fuzzy. It was so bad. Like even light would hurt. But working with the crystals really helped. Yenny, a healer told me that Ganesha wants to help unblock issues. How do we connect more to Ganesh? I love this question. This question just like sparked so much excitement in me. Do you see the bags under my eyes, by the way? Like, holy crap. I want to share with you guys these. So I have a few of this one I only have one. This is limited edition. It will be up in my store within the next few weeks. This is Ganesh. Just holding it, you can feel the energy. It's so much love. And Ganesh is the remover of obstacles. This specific statue is hand carved and hand painted. So very like the energy has been put into it already. But tonight, I'm going to be prepping this for the full moon, and I'm going to be kind of awakening these under the full moon. I want the full moon light to hit it. I want him to be sitting with really high vibration crystals and all his favorite offerings and herbs and all of that stuff. So I really want to make him happy and awaken all of the ones I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the big ones right now. They will be up in my store soon. Within, my boyfriend is the one that usually like handles a lot of the shop. Within 2 weeks, these should be up, and they're going to be gorgeous, and they're going to be very high vibration, very like activated and awakened. They're going to be charged, and I will definitely like be working on this for a while until they are up in the listing. I have noticed rainbow fluorite helps me with the fact that I am an empath. Rainbow fluorite is a very, very good stone. I actually wanted to share with you guys. I don't have it with me, but I went to a gem show this past weekend, and I picked up a bunch of things to work on in my store. And I picked up just a lot of things that I am so excited to share with you guys, but it's so much. And I feel like it will take me a few live streams to completely show you everything. And within the next few weeks, even months, I will slowly be putting listings up in my Etsy store. And I actually have a goal on my Patreon where if I reach a certain amount, then I can do a monthly box. For everybody that subscribes, I will send you guys a monthly box, which will have everything that I personally will use that month for rituals or like working with the moons and all of that, or the zodiac sign or whatever, or just the interesting, cool things I find here and there. I'll pick up for myself and also for everybody that gets the box on Patreon, and then I will send it to you guys. And every single month, it will range from like beauty products to exotic herbs to exotic crystals, normal crystals, like just herbs, all types of stuff. Like I can't even explain to you, like so many different kinds of things. Seashells that I pick up myself and then charge, just a bunch of fun things. I'm really excited. And for anybody that's interested, you guys can join me there. But yeah, these will be up in my store very soon. They will be worked on tonight and for the next few days, even weeks. Also, I wanted to share with you guys 3 of my favorite pieces. So you guys know, if you guys have been following me on my channel for a while, Labradorite is my favorite crystal. And I want to share with you guys why. I say this over and over all the time, but I feel like the more and more I say it, the more and more that energy grows. So Labradorite is the crystal of magic. It's the crystal that invites fun, adventure, spontaneous energy, synchronicity, and coincidence into your life. It cleanses all your chakras. It just creates a lot of majestic, magical energy. And there's so many aspects of this stone that I can't even begin to tell you how much of a difference it's made in my life. Like, I swear by Labradorite. I have one in my bedroom, in my car, in my purse. I have them everywhere. And I even wear it as jewelry all the time. Like today I'm wearing a pyrite choker, but usually I'm wearing my Labradorite one. But I did pick up these pieces, and these are going to be up in my store very, very soon. But these are gigantic, and me just holding them, like my fingers start to tingle. So these are going to be up in the store very, very soon. Can you guys like see how pretty that iridescence? It's said that like the energy of the what is it called? The northern lights? Yeah. The northern lights. Aurora Borealis. The energy of that is captured in here, and it's very magical. And this, for some reason, I'm so drawn to this stone. And like everybody's different. Everybody's going to be drawn to different kinds of stones. But for everybody that asks me for recommendations for crystals, I will always choose this. I always recommend everybody this just because of the differences I've seen in my own life. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this, I don't even know if I want to get rid of it. Oh my God, it's like really pretty. Like, do you guys like shiny things? Like my boyfriend can tell you, I would put glitter on everything. And with these Labradorite crystals, it's like glitter inside there. It's just so eye-catching and so hypnotizing. And I love it. And the energy is amazing. So I want to tell you guys a few ways you could use this. So these are going to be charged under the full moon tonight. So they will be awakened with that energy. But I do want to tell you a few ways you can use a Labradorite crystal, whether it's a big crystal or a small crystal. The big crystal, of course, more energy, but you can definitely use the smaller crystals. In my shop, I also have Labradorite little crystals and Labradorite powder, bracelets and all that stuff. But here's how I would use this. I'm going to give you guys like 3 ways, okay? So the first way is to write down everything you want to manifest on a piece of paper or create like a vision board or a vision book or whatever. Just write down all your goals and manifestations for the next 30 days even. Like just test this out. And then you're going to take this crystal and you're going to put it right over. Or you're going to take a Labradorite crystal and you're going to put it right over your intention and just light a candle or an incense. Don't leave it unattended because it's fire. Or if you burn an incense, don't leave it unattended. But it's very high vibration, very powerful to use this crystal with your manifestations, especially on the night of the full moon. And so, yeah, I have a few of these. And then also, if you guys are interested in a Labradorite heart, like how cute is this? It's a giant Labradorite heart, and it's a very, very thick one. So if you guys want to invite synchronicity, coincidence, magic, spontaneous energy into your relationships, if you guys are in a relationship, get yourself a Labradorite heart. I have the little Labradorite hearts in my shop if you guys are interested in those. But this one, I only have one. This will be up soon. But here's how you can work with this is if you have a photo of you and your loved one, whether it's any loved one, your partner, your children, your mom and dad, your friends, whoever, any relationship you want to protect or a relationship that is maybe getting dull and boring or whatever, and you just want to like spice it up or just invite more fun energy into the relationship, put this crystal in front of the photo because it invites that energy. It just kind of enhances the energy of the relationship, kind of sparks it back up. How do I say it? Like reignites. Like my boyfriend just said, reignite. That's the perfect word. It just reignites the energy of the relationship. You know, it's a very powerful crystal. Now, what you can also do is like cut a photo of you and your loved one in a heart and maybe just like, I don't know, glue it on top of I don't know if you would want to glue anything on top of your crystal or not. If you don't have a photo, you can write the name and the birth date and just put the crystal over it. You can light a candle on top of this crystal to enhance that synchronicity, that reignition kind of energy of love or any aspect of your life, and just light a candle with your intention on it. There's so many ways you can use these crystals. You love Labradorites, Tony? Me too. Shannon, your dream is to see the northern lights. Me too. Kelly, you wear Labradorite a lot. Have you seen a difference? Like, do you notice a difference after you wear Labradorite? I feel like after you work with Labradorite a lot, like you can find yourself getting a lot more discounts at stores. You get more attention and compliments. Like people are just drawn to the crystal. So I wanted my boyfriend actually told me to share this story, and I feel like it's a very synchronistic story to tell you guys. So the day we went to the gem show to pick these babies up, we went to one of these dealers over there, one of the booths, and we bought a lot of stuff. We buy a lot of stuff in bulk because we kind of revamp it, recreate it, you know, beads and crystals, just a bunch of stuff. And his specific booth had a bunch of really beautiful things. And so My boyfriend picked up a bunch of things, and I picked up a bunch of things. And this was right after we bought these. So if you guys want to get your hands on this, these are already like fully awakened, I feel like. Right after we bought these, we went to that store, and more than half of our stuff, I don't know how, he didn't even count. And so when we came back home, the next day we like to look at all the receipts and document everything. And we didn't even get his name at the booth or anything. So after we were looking at the receipt, we were like, wait, this doesn't make sense. Like, we should have paid a lot more. And it ended up like somehow, I feel like the universe brought us that abundance into our life somehow. But I also feel like it had a lot to do with these crystals. Like Labradorite does things like that. That's the energy of this crystal. It gives you discounts and like just synchronistically brings you things your way. I remember for a while I had been wanting to find a really good, like a contour color. Like, I don't know how to pick makeup colors. Like, my foundation is probably off than my body. Like, I cannot pick it for the life of me. And so I wanted to get like a contour thing, and what was it? A contour stick. I wanted a stick. And I just didn't know what color to get. I didn't know what would look good on me. And all of a sudden, I was wearing my Labradorite necklace, and I went to the store to shop for some groceries. And I went to like a super Walmart to get like groceries and some other stuff, toilet paper and all that stuff. When I was walking to my car, I found a brand new sealed CoverGirl Cover Effects contour stick. And when I brought it home and I tested it on my skin, it was the perfect color. Like, I still to this day, I buy that color. And I just found it so synchronistic, right? Like, you had a problem, you needed, like, I had a problem. I needed help choosing a color for my contour stick. I didn't know what brand to get. I didn't know what color to get. And like, I didn't even know how to start. And all of a sudden, like, the universe presented to me, here's one. And it was brand new and sealed. And I don't know, like, I feel like that's what this crystal does. That's what Labradorite does. And that's why I always wear it. And I've noticed things like that in my life all the time with this crystal. Jessica, do you think I can still use my broken Buddhas? Oh, that's really interesting. So one of my cousins came over the other day, and she told me that she had a Buddha statue on her desk. Somebody gave it to her as a gift. And one day, I don't know what happened. She accidentally, I think, hit it or something and knocked it over. You remember she was saying she knocked it over and she broke it? And so she was asking us, like, should she glue it back together and keep it, or should she throw it away and get a new one? In that case, the advice that I would give is follow your spirit, because here's the thing. Everybody is different. Everyone's energy is different. So say that Buddha broke and you saw it, you perceived it as something positive, to where maybe there was a barrier in your mind, because Buddha has a lot to do with our mind, that broke. And that was a symbol. The universe was like, let me show her. Let me show them that barrier, that block in their mind broke. So now it's up to you. Do you want to keep that as like a reminder that, hey, this was a positive thing and it's a reminder, so if you can glue it back together and keep it? Or do you want to be like, okay, that's a sign of a barrier that was in my mind and I want to get rid of it? Then you can get rid of it. So it's up to you and how your spirit perceives it, because you don't want to keep something that will lower your vibration. That pertains to anything. You do not want to keep anything that makes your vibration low. So if the Buddha broke and it's lowering your vibration looking at it, don't keep it. If that makes sense. Sadiqua says, migraine, what can I use? For migraines, honestly, in my own experience, like, I'm not a doctor or anything, so I can't tell you, oh, use this and this and this for migraines. I can tell you from my own experiences, peppermint oil does work. What else works? A camphor oil. Coffee works. Caffeine is really good for migraines. Excedrin migraine, if nothing else, works. But what else works? take a green crystal and put it on your forehead, on your third eye chakra. And it should really help. That's what helped me. So it's different for me every time, but lately the third eye, right, if I put, I usually use a labradorite. If I put it right there, then it really calms down my headache. Rosemary, yeah. Rosemary is very good for headaches too. Rosemary tea. Migraine since you were 5. Maybe this full moon, try to write that you're releasing your migraines, or try to write affirmations where like my health is so good, the health of my mind is so good, the health of my head is so good. Like, you know, maybe good affirmations. Use crystals, use natural herbs, I would say. I don't like taking a lot of like Tylenol and ibuprofen and all that stuff. Marijuana tea, just 1 leaf. Yeah, actually CBD helps a lot with headaches and migraines. I used to use CBD a lot for my headaches, and now I use CBD on the nights that I cannot fall asleep. And like, especially if I have a lot of work to do the next morning, I will take CBD if I cannot fall asleep, and I will sleep like a freaking baby. And when I wake up, it's like so well rested. Sandy says for migraines, black coffee and lemon. Yeah, black coffee is very good. Jolene, what's the best way to add energy to end a court battle? One that's been long drawn out on purpose by a vindictive ex-spouse. Okay, so buckthorn. The buckthorn is something that my boyfriend would probably know about more than I do, but honey jar. For court cases, make a honey jar. Like, it will be the best thing ever. Honey jars work. Honey jars are amazing for court cases. They push the energy in your favor. They sweeten the whole thing up. And if you can make a honey jar tonight, Jolene, I don't even know how to tell you enough. Make it tonight. Like, make the honey jar tonight. All you need, if you cannot get any other ingredient, all you need is a jar. Clean out an old jar, glass jar, if you don't have anything and access to a jar, and honey. And then you're just going to write what you want. You're going to write the outcome that you want. You're going to write the case number, and put it in the honey jar and put it underneath the light of the full moon. Let it charge. Let it work its magic. Bhuvaneshwari. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm so sorry. It's a really pretty name. But hi. Thanks. I also need Prince Charming CBD as well. Put you some Low John, the Conqueror root in that honey jar. Yeah, that's a really good root. That will amplify it a lot. Thank you, Christina. For court cases, you can also add sugar. You can also add red roses to raise the vibration. You can put like what else? The outcome you want, maybe even the names of the lawyer, the DA, whatever, the judge, any like your intent, yeah, and any other information that you want that is positive information, like positive affirmation towards the case. Put it in the jar, and like, I can't even tell you how many stories I have heard of honey jars working for court cases. It's insane. Like, I truly believe that they work. I've seen it. Wear light blue and white to court. Yes. Yeah. That's another really good tip. What can you do to improve prosperity?
Work with green.
Huh? Beans?
Work with green will surround yourself in that energy.
That's a good point. So my boyfriend said a really good point. where work with the color green. So when you want to attract prosperity, obviously you're trying to attract money and cash, right? Material wealth. So you would want to surround yourself with everything that reminds you of that. So for me, when I first started to manifest money, what I would do is print out fake cash and I would put it on my drawer and I put it in my wallet. So every time I look at it, I just see these. They were fake, but to me, they look completely real, like $100 bills everywhere, right? And then I would light candles on top of it. I would light my incense on top of the money. So I just kept kind of building the money energy in my life. And I feel like you have to do that. Like you can't just do it once or twice or 3 times and stop. You have to keep building that energy, keep working on it.
The worst thing a person can do that wants abundance and prosperity is not spend their money. You know why? Because when we spend our money, it invites more money to come into our life. We should give more money whenever we see someone that's less fortunate, you give it to them, and that invites more money into your life. We're technically giving away money, but you're inviting more money into your life.
So my boyfriend's perspective, he's saying that when you spend money, you're inviting more money in. And this is something I kind of really had to learn because I'm not a big spender at all. It's very hard for me to spend. And my boyfriend's a complete opposite. He'll spend everything. And so it's like we're still kind of learning, and it's very, very hard for me to get out of my ways. And I feel like with this full moon energy, like this is a huge thing that I'm unlearning right now is all the money things I've been taught. Like a lot of the things I've been taught about money is very, very unhealthy. And so I'm learning to let all of those things go. But a huge thing is, yeah, you have to circulate your money. Don't just. So he always tells me like, invest it. Don't let it just sit in the bank. And it's something that I'm still even learning, to not just hoard money and just to keep it, not like even spend $1, but spend your money and sometimes treat yourself and just don't be so anxious when it comes to money.
Money will always come. Money flow is always there.
Yeah, he's saying the money flow is always there, but what blocks money flow is when you get anxious about it, you feel like there's not enough, or you're scared to spend it. And that was one of my biggest problems. I was always scared to spend money. Like even if it was like $1, I would just get so anxious. It was really bad. It was really toxic. Call money incense is great for money attraction. Yes, call money incense is really, really good. Jessica, you want to get your daughter a crystal for protection and to be a beacon. Now that she's in high school, she's 12, what do you suggest? Crystal for protection, especially for somebody in high school. Obsidian, black obsidian. You can get black onyx. I would really recommend black obsidian. I feel like that's a really good protective stone that really helps to ground the energy. Like say if ever she feels off balance or anything like mentally or whatever, like obsidian kind of just brings you back to your center. It pulls you back to, yourself, And I feel like in high school, there's so much shit going on that like a stone like that would be really, really helpful. And also rose quartz, because it will help her develop and cultivate and keep that self-love of hers no matter what she goes through in high school. So
Amethyst.
And amethyst is a really good one because amethyst is a crystal for your mind. So it will help her open up her third eye chakra, her crown chakra, just activate her mind and help her calm down any anxious or stressful thoughts. Problem solving. It just really helps your mind go, but also helps to calm your mind down. So obsidian, rose quartz, and amethyst, definitely I would recommend. Money is just another vibration. Break that belief pattern. Yes, Tiffany. So that's something that I really had to break. And it's hard to break that because it's hard to, like, money is not easy to come by. And I don't know, maybe that's a limiting belief that I have. Maybe that's a belief that I'm coming out of. But I don't know. I feel like I'm stuck in the middle. I feel like, yeah, money is really hard to come by. But then no, it's actually not. So I feel like I'm stuck in the middle of that belief, and I'm like trying to figure out where I belong between those beliefs. Is that any of you guys? Like, do you guys have, what is your guys' mentality about money?
Do you remember that movie Time with Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
It explains like the concept of money and time very well, where it's people's lives depend on it. The rich don't drive their cars because they're scared to die. They don't live anymore.
Yeah.
Like, so you have so much money, but you don't live.
Can we watch that tonight?
Yeah.
So my boyfriend just actually pointed out a movie called Time with Justin Timberlake. I've seen it before. Have you guys seen it?
I think it's called Time.
Time. I think it's called Time, where it's like the more money you have, the more time you have, or something.
Or to live. No, the more money money is hunted to time. Like there's no money.
Oh, so the more money you have, the more time you have to live. Like you could buy time with money, right?
Yeah, and you can buy like coffee with money and like rent with money. So if you have 24 hours left to live, you have to decide either you're gonna eat or you're just gonna die or gonna work and get more time. It's crazy.
Oh, I really want to watch that movie again.
Yeah, but it shows the concept of like money and time very well.
But it does show the concept of money and time, is because like if you guys watch Ashley Ducey, she actually mentioned something very crazy in her channel that changed my life after she said it, which was if you live up to 80 years old, you only live 26,000 something days. So imagine that's only up until you're 80 years old. So now I know I have a lot less than 26,000 days to live. So that really put a lot of things into perspective for me, that like we always say, okay, I'll do this when I have more money. I'll do that when I have more money. I'll go here when I have more money. I'll be happy when I have more money. But in reality, that's not how it works. It's like, dude, you only have less than 26,000 days to live, and that's only if you make it till 80. Do you really want to spend your life being like, I'll be happy when I make more money, or I'll just do that when I make more money? Like, what if you don't reach? Like, what if you don't make it to that age, or what if you don't make it to that expectation of money that you want? It's like you have to balance everything out. What do you want to experience, and what do you want to give up? Like, what do you want to chase, and what is important, what's not important, what is a priority for you to do before you die? Like, I feel like money is tied into it, but then money is not. It's like I'm a Libra, so I see both like double sides.
I understand when my grandma used to let stuff a lot instead of giving it out to people, and she's like suffering in her life compared to someone who just gives their food out there with so much compassion. They die peacefully. Like it's all part of karma.
Actually, you want to come share this story?
No, you tell me.
You sure?
Like,
so
you didn't used to give out stuff, and she's suffering now at the end of her life. Compared us to like my grandma, who gives stuff out, and she has had so many problems where she's not suffering, she's not in pain, like she's enjoying it.
Yeah, so my boyfriend gave a really beautiful story. So his grandma from his dad's side and his grandma from his mom's side. His dad's side, his dad's mom was very greedy, and like she would bring treats and stuff, but she would keep it out, right? She would keep it out, but she wouldn't allow him or his brother to eat it. That she would rather have let it rot. Like she did let it rot. Oh, she actually did let it rot, but she wouldn't let them touch it. And so she wasn't like the nicest grandma ever. And his grandma from his mom's side, I've actually met his grandma from his mom's side. She's extremely sweet. And I like her energy is completely different. And she's very, very giving. I remember when I went to go see her, I actually went to Fiji and I saw her. And she gave me a handful of Fijian candy right before I left. And like, that's such a big thing over there. It's like giving treats is like the biggest thing. So she's so generous and funny. And she curses when she talks sometimes. She just makes you feel so comfortable. So generous. You go to her house, she just gives you whatever you want, like anything you need. It's such a different energy. And he was saying that his dad's mom, like the bad one, she died a really bad death.
No, she's been suffering for a long time.
Oh, she's still alive.
Her hands are turning claw.
Oh, so he said that her hands are like turning into like claw-like, like I don't know what.
She can't move. She got like this. The old people get like.
Oh, like
she's getting all fucked up. She's suffering.
She's suffering. Basically, she's she's dying, but she's suffering.
Like a slow, painful
slow and like painful is what he's saying, but he's also saying that she made their childhood very traumatic. So versus
and neighbors and everyone.
And neighbors too. Like in Fiji, like you have one grandma, but it's the grandma for the whole entire neighborhood. So like it's a whole community. Like everybody in the neighborhood is family. And so she was a grandma to not only, she was their biological grandma, but then she had like a bunch of other little kids, and she was just very, very cruel to all of them. And then versus his grandma from his mom's side, or his grandma from his mom's side, yeah. And she was very kind and gentle, and she's taken care of, and she's provided for. She's happy. She's thriving.
She's been paying for and sick for about 10 years, the same time as my grandma. But she's not suffering. She's still smiling. She's enjoying life compared to her.
Yeah. So if you can see the difference, like when I tell you his other grandma, the same 10 years ago, they were both kind of like diagnosed with chronic pain, and one ended up suffering more. And the one that ended up suffering more was the one that harnessed so much negative energy, cruelty, and just created so much trauma for another human being, not just one, but children, like a bunch of children. And then versus his other grandma that's just thriving and kind and gentle.
Think of your life as a tree. The more nutrients you put in it, the negative nutrients will give you sour, bad, small fruit compared to like positive nutrients, which is getting you bigger, healthier fruit. And that fruit is death. The fruit is death. The tree of life, the fruit of the tree of life is death.
Actually, what my boyfriend just said right now is insane too. So he said, imagine it like a tree, right? So like the tree of life. The fruit of the tree is ultimately death. Like, this is dark, but hear me out. This is it's insightful. The tree ultimately gives you a fruit, which is death. So now you want to see, what do you want to water your tree with? Like, what do you want to feed your tree? Do you want to feed the negative and the weeds and the roots and the ugliness? Or do you want to make your tree blossom before the fruit comes? I think that was really, really insightful.
Like when you die, the tree will be sour fruit or sweet fruit depending on your life.
What he said, that when you die, the tree would be either sour fruit or sweet fruit depending on your life and how you lived your life. Can I manifest customers in my office? Please tell me. Of course you can manifest. Oh, Garabe? You can burn bay leaves for customers. You can burn green candles, especially tonight. You could burn green candles, put your business name or where you're trying to attract the success or the customers, and then just light that tonight. You could add a little bit of cinnamon in it. You could add a little bit of basil. You could add some crystals into it to enhance the energy. If you have pyrite crystals, that's amazing for attracting abundance and customers and like business success. Elizabeth says, why is there always a rude grandma and a sweet grandma? That's true. Why? Like, right? Why can't they both be nice? Sometimes they are, yeah.
I know people that both their grandmas are friends and stuff. It's nice. It just depends on your family. Everyone's family.
Yeah, it depends on your family. I feel like when I was little, I was really, really close to my grandma. And she was really, really close to me too. But it was from my dad's side. And so when shit hit the fan about my dad was a horrible, horrible man. But when shit hit the fan, then she kind of just, what is the word? When you disowned, like you just like I never thought she would do that. I was more attached to her than my other grandma. And so that was like very painful. But I mean, yeah, you have one grandma that is so loving and one grandma that is so evil. But that's not in every family.
Adriana, it's like her part is missing, but it's like she has to fill that with memories of her grandma.
My grandma passed away 2 years ago, and I'm still feeling a part of me is empty. Adriana, I feel like she's always gonna be a part of you. And like my grandpa passed away from cancer too a few years ago, and it's very hard when you think about them because you miss them. You miss their love and their warmth and their embrace, their hugs, their advice. Like, God, I wish I could have some of his advice now, but when you're on a spiritual journey, like you can connect with them. I feel like you can definitely connect with them. And a way that I would connect with people who have passed on is I would use a bay leaf. I would write down my question to them, dear blah, 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 and write down a question and sleep with that underneath my bay leaf. And whatever dreams I get, whatever messages I get, I feel like it's from them. Like it's a connection to them. And that's how kind of I would connect. Hi, Rena. You're working on patience. Things are coming your way, but it's hard to wait. Please help. When we're working on patience, I have this problem too, is like you get desperate and you get anxious and then you get doubtful, like, why isn't this happening for me? Why isn't my manifestation coming fast enough? And that kind of puts a block. So that's why as soon as you tell yourself, okay, this is what I want to manifest, then it's very important to do your ritual, whatever you need to do to manifest it, and then straight away, like, occupy your mind with something else. Go do something else. Because as soon as you can let it go and just forget about it, if you can get yourself to forget about it, that's very powerful, because you're releasing control of it and you're detached from it, and the universe can just go to work and do whatever it needs to do. So something that I love to do is as soon as I finish my rituals, I love to either cook or clean. Like, it's the perfect way for me to just forget about the ritual, because I get really into the cooking and the cleaning and I forget about everything else. So whatever you do that makes you forget about anything, do that. Hi, Rob. Adriana. You have to let me know if anything happens. Just email me or message me. I would love to know. Like, I love hearing those kinds of things. Actually, Labradorite crystals, and there's another crystal, hypersthene crystals. They help you connect with the ethers. They kind of help you connect with the cosmos and the energies that are up there. And I feel like our ancestors' energies are up there. So I always keep a labradorite near my bed, and I feel like it really helps me connect with even knowledge from my past, like ancestors, past lives, even. Like, it just gives you knowledge where you wouldn't awaken to that knowledge in this lifetime so quick, unless if you had worked with a crystal, if that makes sense. Hi, Bonita. I love this video. Stuck in bad relationship. Seems like bad luck always follows me the harder I try. Okay, so the first thing that I would recommend is you got to change the way you're speaking about yourself. Like me noticing what you just said to me. The first sentence, you love this video. Automatically, you are acknowledging what you're loving. That's good. You have to keep building on that. But the fact that you're saying, seems like bad luck always follows me, you're creating that story. You're affirming that into the universe. And not only you're affirming it, but you actually feel it. Like, it feels like you actually feel like bad luck always follows you no matter how hard you try. So that emotion right there is going to attract more and more experiences and situations into your life where bad luck follows you. So you've got to change your mentality. You got to find a way to change your mentality. And I always say, like, sometimes, and this is from my experience, my mind was not strong enough before to just change my mentality. So I had to use crystals, herbs, oils. Like, I had to use tools to strengthen my mind to the point where now I have enough confidence in myself. I don't need to even do a ritual. Like, I can manifest with my thoughts alone if I can completely put myself there. And you have to build that confidence. And it's these crystals and oils and herbs and working with the moon and all this stuff, readings, that helped me strengthen my mind. And that's why that's what I do on my channel, is like, I give you these tools. Like, here, this crystal's for that, this oil is for that. You can do this on the full moon, blah, blah, blah. But these are all tools. In reality, I want to awaken your mind to the power that it actually has. You don't need any of these tools, but these tools will get you there, if that makes sense. Yeah, Kelly, positive energy creates positive, or positive thinking creates positive energy. Yes, that's very, very true. But like, think about it. Ever since we have been growing up in school and everything, we've been taught kind of to focus a lot on the negative. Like, if you look at the news, there's nothing good in the news. I never watch the news. I watch Philip DeFranco, and that's the only thing I watch, because his news and his channel, like, it sparks thoughts, it provokes thoughts. It's very real and genuine, positive. He will never, ever, ever release the name of like an attacker or terrorist or shooter or killer. He will never release their name on his channel. And I find that so like refreshing. Whereas when you watch the news, their name is the highlight. And they're famous. Yeah. And Philip DeFranco, like, he's like, I don't care. I'm not going to mention their name. Like, I don't want to give them that satisfaction. And I that's why I love watching him. Is there crystals to help you not eat as much and lose weight? Yeah. Green tourmaline?
It's for diet and
green tourmaline is for diet, and something I would recommend is hematite. Hematite is very, very good for controlling your appetite. Keep the crystal with you, and it should help. I always want to keep positive, and then something negative comes to mind. I just tell myself, heck no, go away. That's a good mentality. For somebody like me, I feel like I wish I could be like you, and that's such a good trait to have. For me, I feel like I have to find a way to literally get it out, like, into a tangible form. So if a negative thought or something negative comes in my mind, I'll have to literally write it so I feel like it's coming out through my fingers and into the paper, or write it on a bay leaf to release it, or in a candle or something, or like put it in an obsidian crystal. Like, I don't know. For me, I feel like I have to literally get the energy out of my body, but I'm working towards getting there where you can just be like, heck no, go away. Until you awaken to your higher self and accept the negative as a learning experience. Yes. Accept and release. That's the energy of this whole full moon, is just accepting and releasing. Very calm way of releasing. Whereas the past full moons that we've been having is very like strong, and the energy has been heavy and like feisty. But this full moon is more calm. I literally tell myself, stop. I used to say it out loud, but if I'm around others, I say it to myself. Yeah, sometimes you have to tell yourself to shut up. Like, sometimes you got to tell the voice in your head to shut up. I've done that so many times too. I keep seeing triple numbers. I just don't know how to start manifesting. I have a collection of crystals. Moldavite. Moldavite is very powerful, but just be careful because some people are very sensitive to Moldavite. To be careful with Moldavite, but that's a very, very powerful crystal. It's a very good crystal to have in your collection. And quartz just amplify. So if you have quartz next to your Moldavite, it's just amplifying that very high vibration energy.
I thought you meant to take it into a quartz.
Oh no, they have a Moldavite and a quartz.
No, I'm saying, like, I thought you wanted to take it into an actual
quartz. I danced in the rain the other day. I felt like a child, but so free. That's good. Like, don't underestimate the times like you may feel silly for doing something, but it feels good. Like, yeah, dance in the rain, then it makes you feel good. Makes, like, maybe that was a cleansing for you. Maybe it was a healing of your inner child, the fact that you were dancing and it felt good and you were being cleansed. Like, there's so much symbolism, and the fact that it made you feel good, like, who cares? It made you feel good, and I love that. I was cleaning and it began to rain, and then my energy said dance. You followed your energy. You followed your spirit. That's very, very good. It's very hard for a lot of people to follow their spirit, because some people would be like, no, that's really dumb. Or some people would be like, no, I don't want to embarrass myself. Or some people would just be like, no, I'm too old for that. But that's really nice that you were able to do that. You followed your spirit. Do you think yoni is good to use? I am not familiar with yoni. I have not researched it yet. I'm not too familiar with it. So I wouldn't be able to tell you, Katrina. Yeah, I felt cleansed. I danced, laughed, smiled. I felt so good. It was like, man. Yeah, I'm glad you did that. Okay, so I know a few of you in the chat are my Patreon. You wear Moldavite every day, Kelly? How, do you feel, I don't know, how's the energy when you wear it every single day? Is it very, very intense? You feel it? You probably get a lot of attention. But for everybody that is my Patreon members, tonight or tomorrow, I will be releasing a post where I'm going to share what I'm going to be doing this full moon. And I'm going to try to make it extremely simple because I'm super tired, but I still want to do a full moon ritual. So I do want to still make it high vibe, but as simple as possible. So I am going to release a post. If you guys are interested in the post, go ahead and visit me on Patreon. But should I stay for a little bit longer?
Yeah, but until 7:30.
7:30. Okay, I will stay for about 20 more minutes. And then I have a few more readings to complete tonight that you guys have purchased. And I'm going to start to work on those. And also start to work on a lot of my full moon rituals. So what are you guys doing tonight for the full moon? You love the energy, Kelly? I'm going to pour myself one more glass of wine so I can sit here with you guys and just enjoy one more glass. Oh, I know you guys always ask me what wine I'm drinking. Right now, I'm drinking this, if you guys are interested. It's called VQ. I don't know what the bottom says. I just really like that design. And then this is it's like a mix of a few different wines. But it's really, really good. I really like red wine. What do you guys like? Do you guys like red wine, beer? Are you guys more of hard alcohol, white wine? Christina, I'm so happy that you joined me. I watch your videos so much. I've even introduced your channel to my boyfriend. So much good advice on your channel. Falandra says Moldavite helps open my third eye. You can really feel it open. Yeah, a lot of people say when they hold Moldavite for too long in their hands, then their fingers start to tingle and they can't hold, it's like a burning sensation. So they can't hold it for too long. Love Neelam says, hi, Sithal and boyfriend. Dreaming about a black candle unlit and a protection hanger. Do you think it means something? Kisses and huggies from Mauritius.
Wow.
It's already morning here. Oh my God, happy full moon. Or is that how it works? I'm a little buzzed. I'm sorry. Okay, so dreaming about an unlit candle. The fact that the black candle was not lit, I feel like it's your spirit asking you to do a little cleansing. So, and also a protection hanger. I feel like just take a little bit of either cloves or black pepper or salt, camphor, something like that, something protective. Crush it up and kind of just sprinkle it around your house for protection. I feel like maybe your spirit is calling to you to protect yourself and your home and your energy. Or just do a cleansing, just light an incense and run it all over your house. Allow the smoke to enter all the rooms in your house. You can light sage or camphor oil or sage or camphor, Palo Santo. You can even get a cleansing spray. I actually have Hanuman ones right here, and he's very good at that. He's very, very good at removing anything, entity, energy, anything away from your home and your energy in your body, your car, purse, wallet, and everything. I like to spray that everywhere. And it just, first of all, it smells amazing. And then it increases the vibration. Not only that, but he really chases away negative energy. So if you can work with Hanuman, you can even get the evil eye, which, by the way, I want to show you guys. This is already up in my store. If you guys go to my Etsy store, this is already up there. I don't know if I have one or a few in stock right now. I'm definitely having more within the next few weeks, but this is a evil eye, and it has a rose quartz and a garnet and also hematite. So it's very protective of love energy. If you're in a relationship or you want to protect your family, rose quartz and garnet is very, very powerful. And then hematite is good for healing. And then evil eye protects you from evil eye. So yeah, if you can work with evil eye, if anything, you could print out a picture of the evil eye and just paste it in the front of your door. But just do something where you're cleansing. I feel like it's a message from your universe. Yeah, it's a message from your higher self for you to just do something to cleanse and protect your energy. Christina, you watch my channel. That's so funny. So before, like, I've been watching your channel for so long, and so for you to even be in my live stream, it's like I'm like kind of like a fangirl. Like, how are you in my live stream? You love my pick a card readings. Love the great energy and vibes on here tonight. Yeah, I wanted to do something that had good energy, because I wanted to align myself, my channel, and you guys too with this energy of the full moon, because it's a really good energy. I feel like we haven't had a good full moon energy in so long. So I just really wanted to, I don't know, create a very powerful high vibration with this full moon. And that's why I wanted to come live. I have been seeing 777 everywhere 4 days. If I kept seeing that number, I would either go to the casino or I would go get a lottery ticket. But that's me. Like, I'm not condoning it, but for me, that's what the messages would be, like, gamble. But I don't want to say that because I know some people can go overboard with gambling. For my full moon, I will be manifesting the land I want to build my house. I will send the steps toward this to the universe. Yes. Write it all down. Everything, every detail. What are you going to wear when you manifest the land? What are you going to, how are you going to do your makeup? How are you going to do your hair? Like, anything. What, excuse me. Like, are you going to get coffee that morning? How are you going to celebrate? Are you going to go out to dinner? Like, every little detail. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Oprah or Beyonce or Michelle Obama. I don't know. But I do remember one of them actually put on their vision board a picture of the dress that they were going to wear when they achieved some, I don't know which one it was, but I remember, I don't know if it was when Oprah got her TV show or when Beyonce like won something, or I think it was Michelle Obama when Obama would win the presidency, then she would wear a specific dress or something, and she put that on the vision board, and she actually, it came true. So like, that's why that stuck with me, and I don't remember it, but it stuck with me that like, go down to the details of what the heck you're going to wear when you manifest what you manifest. Like, even buy a brand new outfit, like, and put it aside. Like, okay, when this happens, like, this outfit is ready. Elizabeth says, for the full moon, I will be manifesting abundance by using cinnamon and abundance oil. Oh, from my shop. I'm also burning bay leaves and fenugreek. Ooh, fenugreek seeds. If you guys want to attract money, use fenugreek seeds. Like, if there's anything I could recommend, any herb I could recommend for money, it's fenugreek. It stinks, but it's so powerful. And it is one of the ingredients in my money oil that I sell in my store, and I swear by it. If I ever prep a candle for money and abundance, I will always put fenugreek in it. Michael says, speak it into existence. Yeah, sometimes you have to speak it into existence. Actually, I had this video idea that I want to film a video on this within the next few weeks, but I want to share with you guys my experiences of every time I rewrote my life to be a certain way, everything that I rewrote came true. And I actually just did it recently. And the way that the universe starts to shift the energy as soon as you're done rewriting your life in the way that you want it to be, the stuff that starts happening is really, really crazy. But again, you have to be ready because sometimes the universe kind of turns things upside down for you to get to where you need to be. But that's beside the point. The point is, like, you rewrite your life and stuff starts to happen. So I feel like, yeah, speak it into existence, even if that means a conversation with yourself in a journal. Like, that's how I would do it. But if you have somebody to speak it with or just record it, like, it's so powerful. Do you just burn bay leaves or do you do something first with them and then burn? So there's a few different ways that I use bay leaves. I actually don't have any on me right now, but if I'm trying to attract money, sometimes I will rub my money oil on the bay leaf. Or if I'm trying to maybe enhance communication, I will rub peppermint oil on my bay leaf. I will write communication and then I'll rub peppermint oil. So I do sometimes like prep my bay leaves and then I burn it. But it just depends. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't even write anything on a bay leaf. I just burn it. Can you manifest a broken relationship for your sister? I think that goes a little bit more darker. Like, do you want to break her relationship? Positive vibes only. Another thing that actually really helps is if you guys have like a mirror in your bedroom or even your bathroom mirror, write affirmations on your mirror. Like, write whatever you want to attract, whatever you want to feel, or just positive quotes that make you feel good. Even song lyrics that make you feel happy. Just write it on your mirror. So every morning, instead of focusing on stupid things, you look at that and subconsciously you're programming that into your mind. So I would say that's a really good way. Can I manifest any time of the day? Yes, you can manifest any time of the day. Like, there's no rules. If you need to manifest something any time of the day, then like go ahead and do your ritual. Right now, I saw the time and it's 2:22 p.m. Saturday in New Zealand. I've been seeing that number a lot. I actually saw 2:22 this morning 2 times. So, yeah, that's very synchronistic. 2:22 is very like it's like a spiritual relationship with yourself that's increasing, and also if you're in a relationship, it's a lot of like revelations in the relationship. It's like a new perspective in the relationship, and it's amplifying the relationship, enhancing the relationship. 2:22 is a really good number. Yeah, tired of seeing my ugly face in the mirror anyways. You don't want to speak to yourself like that, Michael. Hi, Kirsty. I'm so glad you came to my live stream. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. How's Valentine? Christy has been one of my subscribers for so long. Hi, Christiana. How many of you guys are drinking wine with me? I'm just curious. Like, it's Friday night, and it's such a perfect ending to the night. I feel like I can now calm down. I can relax. I can stop working, kind of. To me, like, when I do my readings, it's not really working because I feel like the messages are just as much for me as it is for my customer. And so I'm after the live stream, I'm just gonna relax and maybe take a shower and pour myself another glass of wine and just finish up a lot of your readings. Especially doing readings tonight, like the full moon energy, I want to tap into that. So for the readings that I'm doing tonight, it's gonna be a little bit more connected. Like, if that makes sense. I was thinking Bailey's on ice. You like fruity red or rosé wine? I love rosé too. Fruity red is good too. Can you manifest with camphor and fenugreek seeds, cinnamon and bay leaves? Okay, so camphor is for removing negative energy, evil spirits, evil eye, like removing negativity. Fenugreek is really good for attracting money. And cinnamon is really good for attraction. So cinnamon, you just sprinkle into anything you want to manifest and attract. And bay leaves are overall good for so many things: protection, evil eye, strengthening your intuition, psychic abilities, manifesting, just a bunch of stuff. How do you get a reading? From me, or how do you get, like, if you want a reading from me, you can purchase one on Etsy, or I have free pick a card readings every single Friday on my channel. Or if you want to get a reading every Monday to start off your week, to get to know what the energies of the week are, you can go to Patreon, which after the live stream, I will link everything down below. Camphor, the only place I can find camphor is in like Indian stores, Indian grocery stores, and Indian spiritual stores. I have never been able to find camphor anywhere else. I ordered camphor oil, which is the camphor essential oil, and I put that in a lot of my cleansing sprays and cleansing mists. But the actual camphor, like, I don't know, for me, it's hard to find. And like, if you try to order it online, it's like super expensive. So I like to get them from the Indian store. You're having dark tequila. Everybody has so many different preferences. I feel like I had an experience with tequila one time where I could just never even drink it again. But it tastes so good, and like the buzz you get from tequila is so fun, I feel like. But then that hangover is like a killer. You can find camphor at Botanicas? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so yeah, if you want to find camphor, I would probably suggest then go to Botanicas too, besides Indian stores, Indian grocery stores. That's the only places I know how to get it. I have to check out Google to see what Patreon is. I live on a small island that doesn't support a lot of things. Patreon is just like this platform where creators can just give more of their services, more of their time, offer more. For me, I feel like it's a place where you guys can get more intimate with me, more one-on-one, get to see more of my rituals. I also share like really private journal entries there, so you guys will get to see my conversations with myself. Yeah, it's like an online version of my vlog, and I'm thinking about even maybe showing you guys behind the scenes footage and stuff over there. So I really want to build a community over there where I can give you guys more of my time that I wouldn't feel so comfortable sharing on YouTube, but I would feel more comfortable sharing in like a tight community. Tootie Z, what did you cook? I want to go cook. Yeah, I think after the live stream, I'm going to cook first too. What did you cook? Can I manifest with salt and water? I would manifest with water. I wouldn't use the salt, but that's me. If your spirit is telling you to use salt, listen to your spirit. I would just use water. There's a few videos on my channel actually where I show you how to use water. Love and light to everyone in this chat room. Thank you, Servin. Leslie. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up. It is 7:30 already. It's like super dark outside. It's so hot. I need to go feed my cats. I need to feed my dog. I need to get to my readings. It was so fun spending time with you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Visit my store if you want to check out some cool spiritual things. And head to Patreon because I really want to build my community there and want to get really close to you guys over there. Share more details of my life with you guys over there. So thank you guys so much for watching. And hi, Christina or Christiana. Thank you for subscribing. But you guys enjoy the full moon. Make sure you keep your vibrations way up this full moon. Tonight especially, do a ritual, light a candle, take a bath, have some wine, relax, have fun. Whatever fun is for you, like have fun tonight. Thank you so much, Christy. 3:30 a.m. in Scotland. Oh my gosh. Perfect time for you to manifest. All right, you guys. I will see you guys in my next video.